lit, and I was pretty surprised. But we'd have to go around with the spoon.
Yeah, just take the...
Take the pitch and then put it in a little container. Back then it was the little containers for cameras. That's what Granny used to use because it had a lid on it. So she'd fill it up. Once she filled it up, I don't know if we did 1 or 2 of them. It had to last her all year. So having it in her system, especially probably in the winter time or in the colds, or she probably mixed it with other medicines too. So Douglas Fir. Okay. So Douglas Fir. So when they were telling stories in our shishwa, all our stories, we had stories so that when the old people told stories to the younger generation, they would remember. So this one will be about the Douglas Fir tree. So long time ago, all the animals were running around and they were like going crazy because they could smell that there was a fire. They could smell the smoke. And they're like, oh my God, help me. How are we going to get out? And then some of the bigger animals said, follow me. So they're all going, like the moose and the caribou and the deer. They all were following them out, trying to get out away from the fire. And then here comes along the mouse. And he's like running. He's like, oh my God, really saying that he's going to die and save me. And then all of a sudden he heard a voice. Here, I'll help you. And then the mouse is kind of looking around. He's like, who just said that? And then it was the big Douglas Fir. He said, I'll help you. And then the mouse looks at him. How are you going to help me? And then, so what happened was the Douglas Fir told the mouse, crawl up into my bark, hide in my bark. And then the mouse was, so then all the mice from the forest went running up into all the trees. So if you were to look at a Douglas Fir, their acorn, it looks like a mouse's, it looks like a W with its feet, with its tail. So if you were to look at a Douglas Fir acorn, that's what it is. So that was the mouse hiding in the Douglas Fir. So they would tell the story so that the children would never forget. So the mice went hiding in, they hid in the bark of the Douglas Fir, and then the fire went through, and then the mouse came and they were all saved right from the fire. But that was a story that the Shishwab, I guess, Kiatas and Batas would tell the kids so that they remembered what a Douglas Fir looked like, the mice, the animals helping one another, how the deer and the moose took the other big animals out, and then the plants and the trees saved the tiny ones. Yeah, so you'll never forget that. I never forget it. So I always try to tell the kids that too. So then this one here, what we're going to do is we're gonna heat this up.
When I saw it, is it a stuff experiment? That's when we were out yesterday night. I taken the little tree.
So yeah, it has 2, like the W, and then the tail sticking up.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
And that's open and the seeds came out, right? That's open, the seeds came out, right?
Oh yeah, they probably did. So we're probably going to need a spoon. I forgot my little stir stick, so I'm going to use yours later.
Yeah.
Because it's a different one, right? Yeah, and then this one. Okay. And then this one's pine. Here it says not to allow it to boil. So what you do is you're going to heat it up, and it's going to start moving. And this looks like half a cup. So if you have, so this is about 250, so this must be 125. So the same amount that you have now is the same amount of what you would put in here of this.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do the olive oil. start to, then we'll make just small ones right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in, the same amount. So you're going to have half a cup and half a cup. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these into both of these.
And that's
Is
wax.
that what?
Yeah, beeswax. And that's so I don't have to use the Vaseline in this one. So you see how much, because this is natural too. This comes from
And how
the
much is
bees.
it?
This is about a quarter, like a quarter. I think it's probably a quarter. I usually measure mine out.
Okay.
They're all the same size, and it's about a quarter of a cup. Quarter of a cup. So, and then we test it later too to see how it is. We'll test it to see the consistency, or we'll test it to see if it's gritty, because we don't want it to be gritty. Because when it's gritty, it means that it hasn't mixed properly yet. So, and then what happens with whatever sticks and things you have in there, it'll start kind of, yeah. And then we just kind of scoop some of it off, most of it. And then what'll happen is we turn it down, it'll fall to the bottom, and then we just take the top part off. So, and then you have these, so we'll use these. I'll go get my scissors too. And then what you would do is you would put this inside here.
Cheesecloth?
Yeah, you'd put a cheesecloth inside here. And then you could run this, I'll go get my other pot too. And you can run the clear stuff through into a pot, and then you can put it into your containers. Just so you have clean medicine. I've seen where Cecilia de Rose, they'll just let everything sink to the bottom. Then it kind of cools off. Then they just kind of pour off all the top part where it's clean into the containers, and then when they get to the bottom, they'll just put it on the ground.
Oh.
Like, yeah. So, but I'll go get my other stuff outside because it'll be easier. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shave some of this off. Because it's better to add to it, because we only had about that amount. I don't know how much is in that jug.
300 and something.
Is it 300?
Yeah.
I think it's covered. And when you start to work with them, you'll start to see that some of them are different. I like these with the red legs, because some of them might have a bigger weave, bigger hole, but these are double.
Oh. And those are from Douglas Fir, that's right?
Yeah, the red one.
Cool.
And it has chefs on there too. You could find them in Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
Is that the same one they use for the cushions too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think our people too used to just use pillowcases because they have a really tight weave on it. You can just buy a clean, or you could just use cotton. You buy cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to put this, make sure you mix your guys' stuff in. Oh, they were just smelling the medicines that they get.
Yeah.
What trees do you use, Auntie? Balsam?
Balsam, Douglas Fir, and they're saying lodgepole pine, which is in the real swampy areas that are big like this, eh? and they have pitch rolling off of them. Or the pine up in the, they have pine around here too. And the pine up on the high mountains, like when you go up to Blackdome.
Okay.
Those are the ones. And then you know what? I was even making medicine, and there's oils that come off, like even the cedar and the juniper. Like those are medicines, but they're not necessarily like pitch. You could smell the difference.
Smell like they smell of lemon in here.
Could be, they might have put lemon in there. The ladies are.
Not so good though.
So this is kind of like a fast process you have to do.
Okay, wait, kind of like this on like. That's somebody.
Okay, I'll try at 3. Please don't smoke.
Wait for your
So you can use these pans here.
Those kind?
dollar store. Box.
I don't know if it comes from the dollar store. I bought this one from Canadian Tire. But it's a non-slip, right? Is it? The non-slip?
From the dollar store, yeah.
So that's what we found we could use. So I'm gonna put, I guess I have to use this. This is gonna be hard, you know that? Maybe I'll use
Try
this
the
one.
other ones.
Hard to melt, you mean?
You know, it's hard,
Someone was picking some good stuff.
Marilyn and Carolyn.
Maybe small. Ooh. Okay, we don't want to get any on there because it'll start smelling. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, how come our people don't use, you know the medicine that you go and get pitched, the stuck? Is that how you say it? How come our people don't use that for this?
I don't know. With the fire. From your
Yeah,
starter.
but you think it would be the same medicine, right?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I think it was a Douglas Fir.
We gotta write it down in our phone, right?
Yeah. Well, it says write down all of the trees that you could get pitch from.
So far, also Douglas Fir and pine,
Pick that.
So one, don't put it in the container. But add it to container or but that's okay. This you might have to melt.
We might have to get a scissor and cut that open. Do you have enough pitch though?
Oh yeah, there's lots.
Okay.
So if you can see it, it's already starting to melt.
what was your temperature at, Auntie? 3,
On this machine, it's 3.
just 3?
Yeah. And then if I need to turn it up, I'll turn it up later. Yeah. Oh yeah, that loosens it. Just gotta hit it around, I guess. Real quiet. So usually, when we used to go up to the mountain with our family, we would get the kids to go to the trees and pick medicine. That's how they learn, by doing it and showing. And then my sister would make the medicine right on the stove there, and they would take it like on the out on the campfire. Yeah.
Did you put the oil in there earlier?
No, not right now.
Okay.
And then I would put this in later.
Yeah.
I would put it in. So when that starts to melt, I'm gonna measure out my oil. And that's when you would, well, what they would do is they would just put these in there, right? So I'm gonna measure out a cup. No, I'm gonna measure out 3/4. 3/4.
3/4?
3/4, yeah. A little over 3/4, because we have our little bit of wax, and then we have that medicine, that oil, the pitch oil.
3/4, you said?
3/4, yeah, almost a cup. 'Cause we're thinking we have about a cup of this, right?
Olive oil?
Yep. See how this is already starting to move?
Mm-hmm.
So they would keep stirring this, because we want this all to melt. Because it'll start going into like bunches, and you kind of don't want that because you want it to melt as soon as possible, right? Because then you don't want it to start. I'm hoping we don't set off the alarm.
It might be too old this building. Just kidding.
I have it at 2.5. I'm gonna put it to 2 because once it starts to get hot,
It'll start to burn, kind of.
Turn it down to 2.
yeah.
Oh, it smells really nice.
So I would have one of those big, probably, you can even get a stick at home, like a, what would you call it, a kindling? Or even a stick, like a wooden stick.
Like a painter stick?
Yeah, yeah. So all we had to do is we will probably have to melt that when it gets warm. Put it outside and it'll melt it. It'll melt in that.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes you'd see them, they would grab something like this because it's like a big piece of bark. And then they would just put it. They would just try and take as much pieces out of there, right? Sometimes we don't want to make too big of a, because it has nothing in it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this in there. And if they don't know what this is, they're gonna have to find out.
I just couldn't say, what are you putting in here? Paper you.
Tape in the back of the.
We're using olive oil. Okay.
Extra virgin olive oil. 3/4 of a cup.
See, and it kind of gets hard, just like remember when we were making that salve?
Oh gee, we'll have to get you to come do that one next.
See, look at the color.
Oh. Wow.
It's real dark, eh?
Mhm.
Color is dark now.
It was kind of like a tan colored.
Now it's molasses color. And now all the sticks are coming to the top too.
Yeah.
Smells good. Oh, yeah.
So that was only like, so you always want to just add it slowly.
It smells good. Oh, wow.
It was funny, I made some medicine and I made some that were like 2 different medicines.
Mhm.
One with this one and one with this. So see how you add the cold to the hot stuff? So now it has to remelt again. That's why you want to add it slowly.
And it's changing
Yeah.
color again.
Otherwise it would have a really big glob in here. And you're stirring it so that you're mixing the pitch that was already in there with this. And then this is going to give you time to like take out some of these bark. Because this is still real sticky right now, right? Because I haven't really put the, well, there's oil in there, but see the stickiness?
Mhm.
You might be saying I'm wasting that, but if you really want to take it home to use for system, you can.
Fire starter?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Like out in the fire, not in your house. You don't want to probably put it in your house because it'll get your,
Like campfire.
yeah,
I'll get it smoky.
in your house, yeah. So do you think this all gathered? Like all the little pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching Bertha, she was stirring and stirring, and it all got stuck on her wooden spoon.
When you do the other ones, like, I think that one there comes from the tree, that other one,
Mhm.
that's clear. It won't take as long as this. And then all this stuff will go to the bottom too. Like all that brown stuff, like this. It'll sink to the bottom after you let it. This will clear your sinuses too.
Really?
Mhm.
Stick it in my nose.
See, look how it's
My mom used to save those, and then when she had time, she would just melt it all again. See,
Yeah,
there was
no
them
waste,
old
right?
rice sacks,
Oh, yeah.
the filter,
Oh, yeah. The cloth ones?
yeah.
Oh, Latingan. Is that how you say it? Good? Good stuff?
Uy, nalagyan.
La uy or la? Okay. So you're adding cold to the hot. That's why it's turning color like that. And you stir it up again. So all that heavy stuff later we'll turn it off, and then that it'll just sink to the bottom. Then we can pour it into our containers.
You're going to strain it? Okay.
So we need to put some of this in there. I think I'm gonna add a little at a time with that because so really we should be able to just pour it off like this, and then all this heavy stuff, like the heavy stuff that's on here, will just stay on the bottom. But we'll because you brought that, we'll use that and we'll do it that way too. But I've been just shown just to pour it in really slow. You have to be patient. See, look at that, all that stuff, eh? And it didn't take that long, hey?
No.
Take you about an hour to do. And see, this is starting to get sticky. Okay. Let me see. Adding the wax into the pitch. So that would be kind of like when you're adding this in there, because you're adding the wax and you're adding the olive oil. I'm gonna drop it in there. See, look, some more of that's coming up. I'm going to turn it back down again. See how the bark is coming back up? I'm just kind of cleaning this just to kind of wait for some of the wax to melt too.
Already chilling in my throat.
Good stuff. Lucky my nose isn't running right now.
Hi, Dallas.
Fine. Oh, is this what you were doing at the school?
Not pitch, no.
Salve, I
Salve.
think, yeah.
I guess pitch is kind of like a salve. So, do we have a saucer? Oh, I could use one of my pots. Maybe the clean one inside. Yeah, we'll just put it upside down and we'll test it. You could just put it upside down here. So it's still gonna melt a little. Oh. Like the wax is still melting, but I'm gonna put this here. And we're gonna test it. That's just how you test it.
Okay. Wait till it cools.
Yep, and then you see if it's gritty or not, or how it's gonna, like how firm it's gonna be. Like if you want it like this. So, are we going to put it in those glass there?
Yeah, should I start opening?
So then the next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm going to touch it after everybody says. It's a little rounded on top, Marilyn. So now, hoping my hands are. So all I'm gonna do is just go like this, and if I like the consistency, it seems okay. So what you don't want is you don't want it to be sticky. Yeah. And it feels good.
So when it's round on top, it's not totally.
It's good. Yeah.
Good consistency.
It's just when it's round, it's just gonna mean that it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be firm
Oh, okay.
like this. It's not gonna be. That's kind of like what you want it to kind of look like, because you want it to be smooth and you just want to be able to grab it and then put it on, right? So then I like the consistency, so I would turn this off, and then what's going to happen is everything, like the heavier stuff, is going to fall to the bottom, and then what I'm going to do is put it in these containers. And that's about a cup. So you're using, so you have about a cup of this, and then a cup of oil, so they're equal amounts. And then you're only putting a little bit of this to get it to be firm.
You just used 1 puck and a little bit of shavings.
Yeah, this is about a quarter. This is what I didn't use off of there. So we could put that in that spruce, in the spruce one.
When you use that, is that different from this?
Yeah, this is natural. These are all natural. Everything that we used is natural. Vaseline, some people, they don't like Vaseline because it's petroleum, is what they say it is. So I just kind of put making mine with the Vaseline, because some people just can't handle it. So yeah, so it's ready to be poured. This looks like it's going to be kind of like dark, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So do we want to test it again? I think so.
Oh.
So now it's starting to slide down.
So you didn't even have to strain it with the cheese?
No, you don't have to, but we could put that over top, but it might make it messy. So I could probably put it in here, and I might be able to wipe it out, but I might be able to just give this,
more easy.
give it up. Okay, because see, I don't want to spill it. So, Because it's gonna leak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could get me a paper towel, Jeannie.
Oh,
Right behind you.
Oh. Just put it on the table. So I'm getting a little bit of the grids.
Which will then probably stick to the bottom of the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah. Some people like clean stuff, but sometimes you just can't do it like that, right? So I just wipe this just so that it's not sitting and leaking. I would put this out right away. I turn this on. Okay, so now we're gonna pour it. And
Get a
it's
better
not gonna-
angle.
I'll just try and put a little in each one for now. Ooh, that looks so sweet.
Smells good.
They're all equal, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough. Looks equal to
Oh, here, I'll get this out of the way.
And as you know, your sinuses are probably, so you could use it for your sinuses.
Nylon.
So then you can put this on your feet, put it on the bottoms of your feet, because it's just like having a massage, right?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but when they get sick, they put it on their feet and they put their socks on and go to sleep with it. And then the next day, they wake up and they're a lot better.
Yeah.
Look through the magic.
Yeah, there's a cold going around, hey?
I like to put it on my hands,
Yeah,
rub and rub and rub.
yeah.
So Mary, if I walk a lot and I have blisters, then I can put some of that.
Yeah, put it on
Okay.
there, put it on there. Keep putting it on there until it takes everything out.
Okay.
Yeah. And look at that. See how it's just going to wipe this out? You do it while it's warm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was imagining sticking out.
I use lots of for whatever I need. If I see something coming out on my skin, I use it on that. Yeah. Or any nuts you might have. Any mosquito
scrape or
bites.
something?
Yeah, even
Paper
inflammation, any kind of inflammation that you have, any kind of skin ailment that you have, it just brings it out of your skin because you don't want it in your skin, right? So yeah, so this looks like it's ready. I'm just